Welcome back. I'll join my memories back. Simon Namesho, the Manager of Public Relations and Media Operations at UNAM, is here to talk to us about the Cultural Festival taking place from the 6th to the 9th of August 2025 across its central campuses. And I'll speak to him about this year's theme, Connecting Cultures, Building Unity, from street parades and traditional music to round fire talks and the much anticipated Mr and Mrs UNAM. This festival promises a rich celebration of Namibia's cultural diversity and student creativity. Simon, good evening and welcome. Lovely having you here.
Thank you so much, Nina. Good evening. It's nice to be back.
Well, let's start with the theme, connecting cultures and building unity. What does this theme mean in the context of, UNAM and its student body?
Yes, for us, we have such a diverse community, not just at the central campuses, for the 4 campuses here in Windhoek, but at all our 12 campuses. And we have this year alone students from international countries, from 58 of them. So we have so much going on and buzzing on at our campuses. So that diversity, how do we then connect it? So during Cultural Festival, annually, at that time, when the university pauses and then just looks at all its different diversity in terms of culture, in terms of student, in terms of background, and then we just bring that all together in 4 days of lined up activities. And that's how vibrant our campuses are turning out to be.
Yeah. The UNAM Cultural Festival is one of the most anticipated events on the university's calendar. But what makes this year's celebration different or unique, Simon?
Nina, I think for us, for the UNAM Cultural Festival, first of all, has among festivals in the country has been one of the ones that has been long-standing. If you look back at the history of the university, it has always been on its calendar. So that's one. And then 2, what's interesting for us is that when you look at our student population, they come in first years and then they leave after their 4th year. So that's like a cycle that goes on. So that experience is quite unique for that particular person. Even when you're standing outside and then what you hear is that, oh, the Cultural Festival is on again. So then you think that they have the same program for you, yes. But for that student, it's just that 4 years or that 3 years that they get to experience that. So our program is naturally the same throughout its time, but what's different is always you get tweaks in them. So one of them is that we have what you call ohungi in the northern campuses, where the students come, sit down, and then they engage, and then they speak on topics which are which are topical or which are phenomenal at that particular time. In Windhoek, which is happening actually today at Noidam campus, it's something called bonfire. So the students are sitting around from all the 4 campuses and discussing what is the relevance of culture in communication. So there's way how you communicate to your elders or to your brother or to your friend. But how do you do it in your tradition? How do you do it in your culture? Why do you kneel? Why do you bend your knees when you greet somebody? So that kind of conversation is happening today at Noidam. Likewise, at other campuses, they have then those other various activities that are happening. That's quite different. What has been introduced in the last 3-4 years, the sport games.
Yes.
The sport games which are happening today at main campus, is something that the students are always saying that during the festival, they also want to play among each other. So they have now sports games like chess, the tournaments, you have football, you have some of them doing volleyball. So they just said, yes, for us, that's what we want to do. So then the university has to listen to that, and then they have opened a particular day just for that.
Fantastic. Well, it kicked off yesterday, as you mentioned, and I understand it was with a street parade that culminated in a live band show. So I'll talk to us about how that went.
For the central campuses, we had a street parade, a very successful one, I must say, where our students from all our central campuses, main campus, Noidam, Kommersdal, and Hagenkop campus came together, started off at the center of town, CBD, all the way to Ospanplatz. And if you look on our socials, everybody's socials, it's quite buzzing. People are quite looking forward to come and attend. So it then culminated into the official opening yesterday, which happened at the main campus, and we're privileged to have the Deputy Minister of Education, Dino Balotti. He actually came home because he's a UNAM graduate.
Yes.
Yeah, and so he gave us a keynote address, the official opening, and now today, tomorrow, we have our program lined up.
All right. Take us through that program, because there's now only 2 days left starting tomorrow. So what's going to transpire?
Yeah. So what is left now after today at the main campus is the bonfire today happening at Noidam campus. Then tomorrow and Saturday, Friday, what's happening is now the Mr and Miss UNAM pageant here at the main campus. That's also always Yeah, so it's a buzzing, it's always full hall when you come to the main campus. So if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, I'll suggest you quickly get yours, otherwise you can get yours at the door. On Saturday, again, one of our mostly anticipated one is then the live band, where you have various artists and performers and DJs on the deck. So they're coming to do their thing on Saturday evening. That is always a highlight. And if you have attended UNAM Cultural Festival in the last couple of years, Tate Boti is always one of us, that guy that gives us a highlight of our festival.
Fantastic. Well, just lastly, what would you say to the broader public or even the alumni, some of the UNAM alumni who haven't been there the last 2 days, why they should make a stop over tomorrow and the day after?
No, thank you. Yes. One aspect of the festival is that it also brings back our former students, our alumni. So they come back, they kind of have that moment, they laugh about their times at UNAM, they catch up and they see how they're doing. So that is always a big highlight for us. So yes, all our alumni, please come back. And especially this year, you were asking what's special, is then what we have something called an alumni booth. So they can come, and they have put fire points around it because it's a bit chilly. So they want to make it warm and cozy for them. Yeah. So they are coming. You can come and share with us. But for us, what's important is for the students to enjoy and have actually a great time at the flea market or at the Mr and Miss or at the live band in a very safe space. Yeah.
Lastly, Simon, and for you personally, what has been a highlight so far, a highlight that you're looking, or something that you're looking forward to?
I think the big one for me is the live band. I'm always a big fan of that. I'm a sucker of the evening, of the performances. And just actually that's the art of the talent when it comes out on stage. What for us is that? And as a matter of fact, Karai, I think you guys call her Mukwaima, Miss K, who was here now, talking about ending gender-based violence in the campaign. She's actually tomorrow, Saturday's MC.
Oh, fantastic.
So that platform also creates a space for entrepreneurship for our students, also for talent exposure. So that is quite always a big one, because when you see the students coming out, and she's doing law, and she's doing various other aspects, and one of them is also hosting events. And when we see her, when I see her doing that in the last couple of years, I've worked with her, just to say, squeeze out the best out of UNAM, to bring the best talent out of you, so that when you go out there, you can say, I've done this, I've done this, I've done that at UNAM. And one of them is then doing that at the UNAM Cultural Festival.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being here, and all the best with the remaining days of the festival.
Thanks so much, Nina. I hope to see you there. Just bring a jacket.
Yes, please. If you do attend the UNAM Cultural Festival, make sure you dress up really warm.